Penn State football has got out to an electrifying 5-0 start this season, and they are currently ranked number 6 in the college football AP poll. However, they have a huge secret that literally nobody knows about that could potentially win them the Big Ten championship and get them to their first college football playoff in their program's history. In recent years, Penn State has had trouble getting over the hump, as in recent years they've won 10, maybe 11 games this season. However, early in 2023, it looks like things are different, as this offense looks extremely loaded, led by their star quarterback Drew Allar, and their defense looks like the best that James Franklin could have potentially ever had. And hopes are high this season. However, they do have a secret that literally nobody knows about. And no, I'm not talking about a secret player or a secret play. I'm talking about their offense. Their offense has seemed to play down a little bit in recent weeks. However, it's all due to them not using their entire playbook. They have played pretty easy competition and have low-key dominated in the first 5 weeks, so they haven't showed their entire playbook to college football yet. And they haven't had to. Penn State has completely dominated their competition starting in week number 1 against West Virginia, when they would pick up a huge 38-15 victory, and after this huge win, Penn State would really cement themselves as one of the best teams in college football. And then heading into week number 2, they had a very easy matchup against the Delaware Blue Hens, and they would absolutely destroy them. In this game, the starters would only play a limited amount of time. However, Penn State would still end up defeating Delaware 63-7. And then in week number 3, Penn State would have their first Big Ten matchup, as they'd have to travel to Champaign, Illinois to take on the Illinois Fighting Illini, and they would absolutely smoke Illinois. This was Drew Allar's very first road start as Penn State's starting quarterback, and he did look shaky at times. However, Penn State would pull out a huge 30-13 victory. This was a huge momentum booster for Penn State heading into week number 4, as they had to take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And this was supposed to be a huge top 25 matchup, as Iowa had to travel to take on Penn State at the whiteout game. However, this game would not be close at all, as Penn State's defense was insanely dominant, and Penn State's offense did look pretty good, as they would score 31 points, and Penn State would defeat Iowa 31-0. And then in week number 5, Penn State would have to travel to take on another Big Ten matchup in Northwestern. And this game was actually close at the end of the first half, as it was 10-10, and Drew Allar was looking shaky at times. However, Penn State would pull away in the second half and end up winning this game 41-13. And with how dominant Penn State has been through 5 weeks of college football, they haven't had to use their entire playbook yet. Mike Yurcich is Penn State's offensive coordinator this year, and he is an offensive mastermind. However, with him under the helm, Penn State is lacking explosive plays this far through the season. However, this is all part of their plan, as Penn State has not even opened up their playbook yet, and they probably won't this week, as they have an easy matchup against UMass. However, Penn State's secret is going to be exposed in week number 8, as Penn State has to travel to take on Ohio State. And this is when we will finally see the playbook being used. And Penn State's going to have to pull out all the stunts, and they're going to have an offensive, masterful game to end up defeating the Buckeyes. So right now, Penn State's biggest secret is that they are not showing their entire playbook yet, and they're really just saving this for their 2 big matchups against Ohio State and Michigan. Mike Yurcich and James Franklin are very smart in what they do, and they're purposely trying to save their biggest plays for these big matchups so that they can potentially catch these defenses off guard. And we've seen Penn State and college football fans worry about this Penn State offense. However, you should not worry. This is all part of Penn State's secret plan to potentially catch many of the big schools they have to play off guard, and potentially could lead them to winning the Big Ten championship and getting them to their first college football playoff appearance. So Penn State's biggest secret is that they are not showing their entire playbook yet, and they are saving it.